though, right? Or no, nothing at all.
Yeah, in and out shit, but we're good.
All right. What's up, everybody? This is a mini episode of the Turntable. This is a New Year's Eve episode. 2019 going on to 2020, and we don't have any alcohol.
No.
Yeah, we're doing this sober.
So we're started now.
Yeah, we started 5 minutes ago.
Can we?
You didn't even know.
Can we start back and then like make a cue?
Why?
And
Why?
Turntable, hard target, take 2.
Yeah, why would you want to make a cue?
I just want to be
The
prepared.
cue was start fucking talking. The cue was, what's up with that jacket, young man?
He just enlisted yesterday.
Are we filming?
Target, you know what you need to do, though?
heads out.
Do me a favor and break out that badass iPhone and take a behind-the-scenes photo of all these cameras.
I ain't doing none of that shit.
You do it, and you do it now.
They're going to be selfies.
It gets it.
No shit. That's what I used to love. The first time that we really started hanging out and going to shows and shit, and we went overseas, I noticed people would give him the camera and like, "Oh, can we take a picture?" He's like, "Yeah, let me take it," and he would just take a picture of himself.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, I remember
was great.
I remember, was it like when I was on tour with like Wes and Dusty? We'd be on. Someone
Not
would, like,
me.
they'd be like, "Hey, sir, like this," and they'd be holding the phone up, like in my head, I'm like. And they'd be like, can you get a picture of me and the lead singer back there? And I'm like,
Nah, player.
got you.
Can't happen.
I'm over
like
here
that.
doing selfies and shit like that. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Well, you learn from the Andrew Dice Clay school. People used to go up to him and ask him, "Hey, can I get an autograph?" He used to just go, "No."
Fuck you.
Oh, I forgot that mic has been falling. I got the fucking clip, but I forgot to put
But
it on.
I got
for
it
you.
pretty sturdy right now.
Cool.
All right.
But the way you touch the mic, it's gonna fall any second.
Excuse me.
So what's up, man? What should we talk about as we bring in the new year?
What I want to talk about before
2020.
anything is, do you guys see this right here? Is this not something that's beautiful?
Oh
over
yeah, I
here?
guess we should acknowledge that this is the first time it's set up like this.
We changed it up again,
Yeah.
but I think we in there for shizzle my nizzle. That's still a thing, right?
I
for
love
shizzle
the
thing?
looks of this, but I don't know that the camera angle's right. This is a test run, kind of. So we'll see.
Oh, you got to fucking find. No one cares.
Everybody cares.
Anyway,
Actually, that's pretty slick.
I thought
Slick.
I thought I didn't like drunk Target, but maybe I just don't like Target.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. But I
so-
guess since we got a guest, Hard Target, in the building, we'll talk to you directly. Even though we've interviewed you already, we're friends already. You've yet to be on the video. So
Yeah.
what's going on? It's right now for the people watching, it could be tomorrow if I decide to put it out tomorrow, or it could, if it falls in the lineup, it's gonna be like February. So at this point,
it's either Happy New Year or Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
basically
New Year.
what I was getting at though
Somewhere
is
in
you
there.
could talk about the album with Wes that you got going on.
All right. Yes. For those of you that don't know who I am Hard Target. Now, Hard Target. I got an album coming out January 29th, 2020 with Wes Nile. All that shit. Don Cannon.
Yeah, what's the name of Spirits? That's right.
Spirits.
Yes, because we're alcoholics and Jesus freaks. But
Nice.
realistically, that's what it is, though. The first video starring this guy right here whipping my ass.
Yeah.
Is already dropped called Scar.
thought he was
You say
whipping
that,
your
but
ass.
you ultimately, you do kill me.
Yeah. I mean, it's,
Maybe.
it's left up for debate, I guess.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
However people want to take it, but
I love how I go to check the camera view and I kick the camera. Professional as fuck.
Hey,
yeah.
gorilla
Yes.
style.
Oh, before you guys showed up, I was in here for a fucking hour trying to set everything up. Pity, somebody give me applause. I'm looking for praise.
Don't nobody care. Yeah, but
Nobody
did you die?
gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck.
Do you bleed? I cut you off, or maybe he cut you off.
I probably did.
But
Both of you
you were
did.
saying up for
Both y'all.
Thank you.
you got the album coming out, the first single, Scars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all you get. No, the album, first single, Scars. The next single will be Paranoid. Fun fact, the chorus was actually written by Nate Kenyon at the Scout Bar in Houston, 2018, while we were on the Dirt Rock Tour.
Shout out Nate Kenyon.
I don't
And
know
then
why I
Wes
have that
stole it.
information in my head. No, actually,
I know, just talking
I remember I was sitting in the green room and Nate Kenyon was singing it, and I was like, And I, at this point, didn't do no music with Nate Kenyon yet, but we were good buddies. And I was like, you don't want that song, do you? You don't want that? And he said, what do you mean? I was like, let me get that hook. And he's like, all right, that's fine. And I recorded on the phone, sent it to Wes. I was like, Wes, make this, da-da-da. And it ended up getting, we've held on to it for about a year and a half now. And we were using it for this project. It was originally going to go on the last project, Chain Smoking. And let me tell you how good Wes is, how he finessed me on this, right?
Go ahead.
Me and Wes are like homies, right? Like we've always done music together. Like I write for him. I don't ask for nothing. He does production for me. He don't ask for nothing. We go back since 2005.
Right.
We do music together.
That's it.
I was like, I gotta pay Wes.
You're
to do
Lennon,
this.
he's McCartney.
You've really known him since 05?
About 05, 06.
Damn.
Like open mic and shit down there in Tampa.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was like, I got to pay Wes to do this. I need this in a hurry because I want to get Nate Kenyon to record the vocals. I'm trying to make this story short. And
We got nothing else to talk about.
I paid Wes the money to do the beat. He did the beat. I did the song. Waited for Nate Kenyon for like 4 or 5 months to do the hook. He ended up doing it, and I remember I kept going back and forth with his engineer, and it wasn't the way I wanted it, the way he recorded the vocal stacks. So eventually I was like, yo, I need it this way, and I didn't hear back from him. So I was like, Wes, will you sing the hook? Tell me how. The first time I ever pay for Wes a track. Like a couple weeks later after he records this, he calls me up, and he's like, yo, man, I'm about to put out my album. Can I have this for my album? I'm like,
yes.
No, I paid you for that. I can't give you that for my album. He's like, bro, it'd be great for my album, man. This
Yeah, I thought it'd be great for mine too.
It's like, yeah, exactly.
Was this at the time the Chasing Sunsets album?
It was right before the album came out. 'Cause I don't know. It was like early.
I'm saying he wanted it for that album.
He wanted
right?
it for that album because the song's been just lingering for all this time. And I was, and my dumb ass, I'm like, no, it's not happening. No, it's not happening. All right, that's fine. It can happen. And I let him do it. He goes to put out the album, and it's not on there. I'm like, wait, I've already committed in my soul that I'm losing this. It was my baby, and it's gone. And he didn't even use the damn thing. Then it went back into purgatory, like lingering.
Lingering.
Again, yeah. And I was like, well, I'm not going to put it on this project because I don't know what's going to happen with it. And then after I put out Chain Smoking, Wes was like, let's do a project.
The Resurrection.
I was like, oh, what about that song that I bought from you? You got back from me? Then gave it back to me.
Yes.
That one right there. And that's not a good
So that'll be
story.
the second single.
And that's the second single.
Linger, right?
Yes.
By West Nile and Hard Target.
Linger.
Paranoid. Yes. Hopefully that'll be out in the next couple weeks, depending on when.
Or it's
it's
already
been
out.
I know y'all enjoyed that
that's
shit,
how we
didn't you?
roll here on the
Hope you
turntable.
enjoyed that.
Yeah. Great story.
As much as you just enjoyed all three of us yelling.
Well,
Compressors.
that's
Yes.
what we do.
Yeah, I don't know what else to talk
yell.
about.
Other than that, we're going on tour with the Lax and Demon Jones
Yeah,
at the end of January.
that's not important. That pertains to you.
Oh, okay. And
No, I'm just talking shit.
I got a new jacket today.
Yeah,
Like I said, you just
you
got
guys-
enlisted. You're going to be in the 46th Infantry.
Yes. British, though.
Yes, of course.
you guys have released
Like we have an army, but yeah, we have an army.
most of the dates, most of the locations you guys are going to, right? You know them already.
Oh, I don't know them like verbatim, but
Right,
yeah.
right. I'm saying they've been released.
Yes.
okay.
All the way up until May. They're minus like 1 or 2 shows that we're not doing, and they're like festivals. I think maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong. I don't know.
Is it sticking to a certain coast or is it kind of all over?
I thought it was. I thought it was southern eastern
Because
stuff.
that's what they usually do is little
Yeah.
runs like that. West Coast runs, East Coast runs.
Yeah,
you know.
and usually West Coast runs are at the end of the year. But I've seen a
Okay.
couple dates that were in like Wisconsin and Idaho and shit. I'm
Okay.
Like, fuck my life, man.
Midwest runs.
Yeah, well, I guess so. I'm gonna get through all the hard parts of fucking
Shit, we got to go to the Midwest this weekend.
Yes, that's gonna be colder.
Or
Cold
maybe
as
a month ago.
shit. Or maybe a month ago. Maybe we've been back. Maybe it either is cold or it was cold.
It was freezing.
Fucking talked to Jay a couple days ago. He's
Shout
like,
out JB, Juice
yeah,
Daily.
He said 30 degrees and sunny.
Nice.
That sunny makes a difference. It actually does, though.
Shit.
We're talking weather on the turntable. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, are you guys drinking tonight?
No,
Man,
they
as
are.
soon as we're done, I'm
They
going
are.
home.
Old
and
ladies
going
are
to
out there
bed.
getting drunk.
Right?
Straight up.
I'm gonna try to make it through Star Wars 2 or not, Star Wars V.
I've had about
Star
enough
Wars
of your
V.
hate of Star Wars
Star
Wars
and,
is
and your
awful,
cult
bro.
following of fucking people that hate on it too.
Bro,
I don't want to hear it no more.
made-
it was the fucking 70s. The shit was never done before.
Exactly.
Context.
Its time.
Hold up. No,
Context.
no.
I made a post on Facebook yesterday saying how awful
They
Star
know.
Wars
The people
is.
watching, they know.
Okay.
They damn near commented on it.
They know.
It was the first time they did this shit. The shit you're seeing, in fact, was the virgin of everything you saw on that shit. So give it a little slack.
No, this shit was horrible acting. It
Yes,
was,
yes.
okay.
Now, but for the time, it was good.
And then this too.
For the time, it was
story
great.
wise, if you got to start out a movie and write this long giant paragraph and put everyone in a plot that's already going on, it's poor writing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
everybody-
Awful writing.
It's a choice.
It's
not,
awful, right, bro?
It's an awful choice.
No, listen. I'm putting it on are you a Star Wars fan?
I like them. I'm not a fan.
Go back
at
and
all.
watch.
I've seen them enough.
4 through 6.
Yeah.
And that first one, man, is when I'm watching it, it's just fucking cringy. It's cringy.
Okay, I've seen him and I know him like the Bible. So what is because of the bad acting? I give it that. Most of the people in the movie have never even were in a movie before.
What do you mean? Oh, we're never in a movie. Oh,
Yeah.
But okay, with that being said, I'll just fucking not just the old ones, the '90s ones. Natalie Portman, which is she has some good acting.
I don't think
roles.
none of them were in the 2000s, but I get it. Go
I
ahead.
thought Attack of the Clones and
Maybe. Okay. Late
Phantom
90s.
Menace. All right, those ones right there. Natalie Portman wasn't like an awful. She was in The Professional.
Yeah, she was
That's a
bad.
great movie. Have you seen? Did you see her in the last one where the guy got his legs cut off and becomes Darth Vader?
Yeah.
She's like,
I
I
enjoyed
can't
that
believe
one.
you're doing this.
Ashtray.
You're breaking my heart. What is his name? Anakin. You're
Anakin.
breaking my heart. It's awful. And I just
Okay.
did a spot on rendition.
I
of
like
it.
I like the new ones though. The new ones
That's
that have
why-
been coming out, I really like those. You haven't got to any of those yet?
That's why I'm trying. The only reason I'm watching them is because
to
I
get
want
to
to get to those
right.
and appreciate them and know the backstory.
Right.
But this
Fuck the
backstory.
backstory.
No,
I
see,
mean-
those are the future ones. Those are the present day stories, the ones that just came out.
Well, I mean, I want to be able to know. What is it? I mean, like the ones that are out now are what's the most relevant. It's like
It's
not
present
in the
day
past,
story.
It's not
And
a
it's
prequel.
present day.
In that
Yeah.
story,
Post.
it's the present day
I
story.
get that. So the ones in it's the middle, beginning, end. That's the way they set up the three.
Right.
Boom.
The Rise
I
of
get that.
Skywalker, the one that just came out, is the end of those characters.
They're awful, bro.
Anyway.
The new ones I can't tell you. I haven't seen them yet, but the first two.
My man over there is choking on a fucking mandingo.
Hey now. Pause that shit.
That's what it sounded
The
like.
D is silent.
Anyway, so moving on from fucking Star Wars, obviously.
No, go ahead.
No,
I'll
we're
sit
we're
and watch
long
you
done.
guys.
We're long done with that, Captain.
No, it's stupid. Yeah. Then a buddy of mine. I saw a buddy of mine.
I like Cap looks pissed. It's great because this is how he normally looks. Pissed
I feel
at
like
the music I give
I
him.
feel like I'm Clay when I'm trying to explain why Avengers is good right now, and he's like, "It's
Yeah.
stupid. It's not. It's super. They flat lasers are not
Well, let
real."
me tell you something. And you know I'm a big Avengers Marvel fan. If without those Star Wars movies from the 70s and 80s, them shits,
Now, real quick,
Way to explain yourself. I love it. You
No, because I don't want you
articulate son
to.
of a
Because I know
bitch.
where he's going to go. You can say, well, you're going to compare those movies to. No, but I'm saying those were a
predecessors to it.
a startup point.
All right, you're traveling on. You're walking on thin ice right now. To keep Avengers out your mouth, bro.
Bro, I'm the biggest Avenger.
I know.
Uh,
no, it's just
wait,
not.
Avenger of.
It's the typical.
Avenger.
The guy that made the post is.
We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen.
He's like it's the ultimate story of good versus evil, the devil versus God.
Yeah, I
the
saw
force
somebody
versus
say that to you.
The dark force or shit like that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
So what's up, Breadwin? How's everything?
Everything is
What's
good.
been going on with you lately?
Nothing. Work.
You got an album coming out.
Yes, I
Or-
do.
you.
Or
It's already been out already.
Introvert in stores. It's up for pre-sale at least right now. So
I'm on it
yeah,
a lot.
featuring Hard Target. Yeah, but do you have any verses? I think this is the first time you didn't do a verse. You only did hooks.
I don't know.
You did Dope Sick? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Say that again. Say it nice and slow. You got my album on your phone. Cap has it and he's mad. No, it's featuring Hard Target, Juice Daily, The Lax, and I think that's it. Right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, production.
You don't got Dirty on it? I thought you had
No, we put it on his album.
Yeah. That's good album.
Dirty.
We actually recorded an extra song for it like a week ago.
Yeah. The day that I went to go put it out, we got drunk, or to go upload it the next day. We got drunk that night, and I was like, I don't want to record anything. And then you played a beat when I was fucked up, and then I sang the hook.
This shit.
And literally, I thought you were going to sing the hook because I don't ever do the singing shit. And yeah, it sounded good. I got to say. It's just like that. You guys know it. You love it. You've played it. It's got 1 million spins right now on Spotify. It doesn't. I know that. I can tell the future. It's got 10 spins.
This year on Spotify.
5 for me. I don't share that shit.
You got to get one of them fake Spotify things where it has the fake numbers.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Your homeboy.
Oh, yes, sir.
How many plays you want, guy with Photoshop? How many plays you want?
A bazillion.
A bajillion. Photoshop guy.
Got you.
Got you.
Got you, fam. Big
One
machine.
bajillion.
And here's the moral of the stat story.
How many countries was your music played in?
Is
one.
It's true.
Ish.
It's true.
It said 1-ish.
Yeah, 1-ish.
That was one of the best hangovers I've ever had. I remember we were like Bob Evans.
It was fucking horrible food.
We're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Jay made the right decision that time to not eat.
Bob Evans is fucking disgusting.
Fuck you, Bob.
I ain't never even been there.
Evan. I got like
fuck Evan and fuck Bob.
Fair enough.
Together, both. Word up.
You don't have to hide it. Alcoholism is a serious issue.
It's Listerine.
Alcoholism is a serious issue, and we should talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned with your life choices lately.
I ain't gonna lie. All jokes aside, I thought I was gonna be an alcoholic in 2018. I had a moment. I'm like not even trying to. It's not gonna lead up to a joke.
Yeah. For me,
it's not gonna lead.
For me, it is because it's already in my head, but I'm not gonna.
It's not leading up to a joke. I remember like I get hangovers and they last like 2 days. Like I'm a bitch when it comes to hangovers.
Hence the name hangover. But Dad, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go. And in 2018, when I was on the tour with the Lax, like about a month or two into it, I stopped getting hangovers. And I remember we had like a run where there was like 12 days and there was 10 shows. We had 2 days off in the middle of them. So it was like 5, 2 days off, 5. I think I did the math right. I'm a terrible person at this. And I was like, I remember it was like Clay and me before we got on the bus. We're like, yeah, ready to party, we're going to rage. And like 2 days in, Clay's like, ugh. And I'm like, come on. And then like 4th day in, Clay's like, man, I can't do it. And I'm like 6th, 7th day, 8th day in, 9th day in. I'm still drinking fucking. And in my head, I'm not even thinking about it. And I'm not getting hangovers or nothing like that. I was like, I got to go home and function.
He went past the point of hangovers into the point of withdrawal.
Yeah, like I got to the point to where like
no more hangovers. Now I just shake when I don't drink by noon.
I just want to say I'm sorry for you.
Well,
I'm very thankful that things didn't work out the way they were sounding like they were going, because for a minute there, you really sounded like you needed help.
Yes.
No, I was just fucking. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I don't want to deny that.
And I think you should just be aware of that little
I did, though.
ditty of a story there.
I remember saying to myself, I was like, I'm going to be an alcoholic here eventually, because I'm not. It's like literally almost 10 days in a row I drank. And then I get off tour and I'm like, I'm so like I get home, I got 3 kids running around and shit like that. I'm like,
I personally believe that you are an alcoholic.
You do?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because alcoholism doesn't necessarily mean that you have to drink every single day. It means you drink to the point of problems and still continue to drink.
Okay,
I'm an alcoholic. I've said it a million times. I've said it a million times. I'm definitely an alcoholic. It runs in my family.
Okay. If that's
I'm a functioning alcoholic.
If that's the definition of alcohol,
I don't know that it is. I've heard that before.
Then
somewhere.
I'm okay with that. But I know like the last time we drank, what was like 2 weeks ago.
I projectile vomited in the parking lot.
I got left there. Pause that and hold it there for like 5 minutes in the post production. We fucking threw up. I haven't drank since that day. Well,
threw
today.
up? No. No.
It was bad, right?
It was
great.
It was, put it to you like this.
Great.
It was like, you know how gory a Rob Zombie movie is?
Yeah.
Now imagine a Rob Zombie movie with like a no budget and like a college movie. that's what it looked like. That's what it looked, and the sounds.
But I had a white pullover sweater
You're not
on,
letting.
and I
you didn't let me get to the payoff, though, bro.
Without question, he didn't have a spec.
I know you didn't let me get to the payoff as usual.
I know, but that makes it better. Everything is validated after that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was gonna pay it off at the end, but womp womp. Hi, I'm Cap. Welcome to the turntable.
Zach Morris in a polo ad.
Oh, he was phenomenal.
Yes.
And that is the state of that sweater. Number one, I was so concerned about that sweater when the
purchase was taking place.
Yeah, no, when the vileness started.
Yes.
That I was actually saying just in between take the hat off.
I did though, remember?
I know, then I yanked it off.
I was drunk. I was like, he's fucking take your sweater off, man.
Yeah.
I remember waking up the next day. I was like, "Where's my fucking hat? The hat I got that matched the shoes, or whatever." I was so worried about that hat. I was like, "Been looking for that color hat for so long."
I love the fact that you got out of the truck.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. You go ahead and tell it because I didn't even see it. I'm
Folks,
just speaking from what I heard.
Number one,
from the floor of the back seat of the truck, passed out.
The freezing cold ride home paid off as soon as we pulled into Mr. Target's driveway.
Oh, yeah, you got to have the AC blowing cold.
Well, number one, why is it cold in Florida? Because Breadwin Deville had to have the AC.
My body was decomposing.
On full blast.
I had to
the
keep
coldest
the AC.
it could
yes,
be. And it was already cold
And
outside.
you had
Why
the sweater on.
do you think a bathroom floor, the tile floor, feels so good when you're that fucked up and you're throwing up? Because it's cold. You just lay it on little specks of piss and shit.
I lay in the shower, same thing.
So we find now in the car
Your
ride
shower
home.
thing's weird, but go ahead.
The Target shirt started on, and by the time we got
I got
in the
that.
driveway,
I was had my shirt off.
oh, your shirt was way off.
You took your shirt off because I had it cold as fuck.
And then you got out of the car
Did I take it off and twist it
with
spin it
your
around?
damn near
Like a
no
helicopter.
pants on.
I had pants on.
No,
Pants off.
They were so
I was
at your
walking-
knees that.
Just a normal day at the grocery store.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday for HT, but
Yeah.
you were kind of walking towards like the neighbor's house, like you weren't, and then it was just you had to be there.
I
folks.
find myself to be a respectable, like an adult. Like I know I'm still like,
and that you are.
and
Let
all
me
that
tell
shit.
you,
but I still to this day hang my pants off my ass like an asshole.
yeah, it's funny.
My wife even says it to me. She goes,
And
"You
we're
look
here
like a
now.
fucking idiot."
You had to sat me down and give me the whole Cap. It's time to get rid of the 90s jeans baggy look, and I appreciate that for you from you because I since then have purchased some.
It's more humbling. Humbling. It's more form fitting. It makes you feel better.
It's way nicer.
Yeah.
But I got to thinking here. And here's
too.
the thing. You need to get some belt etiquette. Like you got
Belt
Yeah, I
none.
kiss my
Like
whole ass.
you have no belt etiquette at all. It's like I don't even think you respect your belt because you wear one and it's like fuck this belt
Yeah.
because my shit is not even gonna be sagging and bagging, which I could respect that.
Yeah.
Your shit is got a whole wing by itself in the Hall of Fame of bagging, sagging,
And it always
ragging,
got this
tagging.
bitch hanging.
Bag and sagging.
This motherfucker's always swinging through the air too.
Dick
you know how many
swinging.
diseases around this?
Too many dick jokes. It's been 30 minutes and there's been like 3 or 4 comments that I don't
guarantee
like.
None of them have come from me. Usually, we're gonna have to.
You did the first one.
Which one? We're gonna have to play it back. That was. Oh yeah, I said the Mandingo. Yeah, and I said it again. Womp womp again. Anyway, so yeah, get your belt etiquette right, and then come tell me about my pants,
Fair enough.
which you already did. So I guess there's
Yeah.
really no.
Well, I don't want you to dress like you're in the movie Kids, you know?
Casper, the dopest ghost.
I haven't seen that shit
oh,
in forever,
what
but
a
I love
great
that
fucking
shit.
movie. Great movie.
There was a girl actor in it.
Yeah,
That-
Rosario
Oh, I
Dawson.
love
That's where
her.
she
That's
came
right.
from. Her first.
That's where
shit-
she came from.
That was her
Not
first
Puerto
shits
Rico.
ever. She ain't from
mom's
fucking
bad.
Puerto Rico. She's from fucking Washington Heights, fucking Manhattan.
Who's from one of them places down
I was
in
just being
Mexico.
racist. Let me be racist. Shit.
Once again, I wasn't. That's just how I am. We've had this conversation.
What, that you know everything that you shouldn't know?
No, when I say things, I'm not raising my voice because I'm yelling. I'm just raising my voice because I'm Italian and happen to be from New York.
Yes.
Are you guys having a moment? Should I step out?
No, it's okay.
No. This is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, kids, good movie. So, What else we got going on in this fucked up world? You
Uh,
got to be 21
I was
to
just
buy
gonna
fucking
say that.
cigarettes
That
now.
shit is crazy to
When
me.
that happened?
I was in full effect, homie, like 3 days ago.
Oh, you gotta be 21 by
21 to buy cigarettes.
They got some.
I know
balls,
you don't
these
care
motherfuckers.
because you're 86,
But you know what? I really think that's what it is. You know what it is? Like, I think it's because they know, which really doesn't make any sense because they would lift the limit. But I really think that the transformation of recreational marijuana is starting to happen.
I had the same thought that maybe, even though it'll be 21 to buy marijuana, that it'll feel easier for them to catch people
I don't
with
know.
it underage. I had the same thought, though.
I don't know what's going on, but they got some balls. It doesn't surprise me.
It's crazy. And
But-
you can still go to war at 18.
That's
though.
where I was going. You can't smoke a cigarette.
Nope, but you can murder this dude for me.
Yeah.
Go ahead. and
quick.
Yeah.
Not
take
only that,
take
we
his
gonna
head
teach
off.
you.
Yes.
America.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking love it.
Yes, you do. We could tell by your outfit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thanks.
That is it.
He said thanks.
Your fucking cigarettes match your jacket.
I know. I
Colonel.
plan that. I normally smoke reds.
What's
Yeah, those are
the
gross.
what's the jacket on Seinfeld?
The jacket.
You're the guy that said you know all the Seinfeld episodes.
I
I'm
do,
trying
but
to think.
but I don't know if you're getting confused with the puffy shirt
Nope.
or the jacket
I know
that
the
gets
puffy
taken
shirt.
by the.
The jacket. It's a certain
The
brand.
acrobats.
It's a certain brand.
Oh
of
no,
jacket.
that's the sweater, the cashmere.
Nope, not that. But he definitely rocks a cashmere. But you
I
know,
have
we'll-
cashmere.
Yeah, you have a cashmere
Oh yeah,
What
no,
is
that's a
cashmere?
cardigan.
cardigan. That's
yeah.
right, cardigan.
That's what
Whatever.
he
They're
has.
both gay.
We did all
Yeah,
that to get that.
My cardigan is fire, bro.
Kind of that sweater
Said
you had
no.
on was
I'm
kind
saying
of cardigan.
I could pull his
Niche.
cardigan off, but he can't pull it off.
You gonna take that
It
from
is
him, bro?
tight. I can't get it off. Go ahead.
Dad jokes. Members only jackets. That's what it reminds
They
me
still
of.
sell those.
I know.
All right.
They had a comeback like 3 years ago.
I always see them in Burlington.
Remember the
Which means they didn't have a
bouncer
comeback. They're just
jackets?
in Burlington living in purgatory.
They have
you know what I
South
mean?
Pole
Like
to
South
the
Pole
south.
and Echo.
Yeah.
What happened?
Do you know what I
Sorry,
mean when
we
I
didn't
say
disrespect you by
bouncer
that.
jackets?
The
All right.
bubbly jackets?
The bubble one,
Wu-Tang
but not
jackets?
No, not those. But
I
they were
said
black
bubbly.
and they had the orange on the inside. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
It's the
Sure.
jacket I had. On
Oh,
the
yeah.
Dirt Rock.
Uh-huh.
Like
Remember
you
the
have to be
CD bottom?
really like Aryan white with a shaved head
Yeah.
and
Right.
have tight black jeans and boots.
Yeah.
But the like
Pretty sure it's
wrestling
kinda
boots
like
almost.
Gotta
Pretty
kill
sure it's
Tyra
kinda
Banks
like
from
my-
a clock tower.
Exactly.
You have to make somebody bite the curb.
Exactly. The exactamundo.
I still got to turn away when I watch that fucking movie. I'm like,
Well, in the Sopranos, they did James Gandolfini was in a movie somewhere along the lines after American History X with Edward Norton, and the last season of the Sopranos, one of these gangsters breaks the rules and he approaches Tony's daughter. And if you know anything about the mafia, the family's off limits. And this gangster motherfucker approached her very disrespectfully. And Tony goes into his restaurant in the middle of dinner service and beats the fucking dog piss out of this guy. And he drags him over to the bar. And there's a step up. And he took it to American History X times 2.
yeah.
And it was
I never
and
watched Sopranos.
You haven't? It's
No,
good.
no, I don't think I've watched 8 episodes.
The first season might be a little slow for you since you don't like things that are dated. But other than that, you'll be all right.
him? Nah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I mean it's good.
The first season, it wasn't supposed to be almost comedic, and then they slowly were like, "Oh no, let's change this and get it more."
No,
towards
it
this."
was never supposed to be comedic. That's how people took it at first.
Oh,
When
okay.
people started, when they first did the early the ads, they didn't do any scenes. They just ran the design of the Sopranos in red, and
Yeah.
most people thought it was a show about an opera house. I
Yeah.
swear to God, if you look it up online, that's what they think. And people were not interested in it at first. And the
That
early
was a great
episodes,
show.
most of the cast didn't think it was gonna
last.
last because it was too East Coast Italian. They didn't know if it would hit home with.
No, that shit worked.
It
worked
really
great.
did because the writing as a. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm Italian. But
Little bit.
it
Could tell by the spaghetti stains on your shirt.
So I
that's
relate
it.
to my name as well. Go ahead.
yeah, it hit it's very authentic in like when he's with his like the shit. Not so much the mafia shit when he's with the gangsters, but the shit with his mother and and with his family and his sister. That shit.
The hand movements. That shit. It's very authentic the way he talks like this.
Exactly.
Oh, he does do that, doesn't he?
I don't do that. I might
just
start
did
it
it.
with that.
I do it too. I used to get it all the fucking time. Are you Italian? Like, no, I just move my hands and like lasagna.
I perform like Alanis Morissette.
Yes, you do.
Do I stress you out? My sweater's on backwards and inside out.
I haven't watched the scenes from your solo shots, the last one we did for Paranoid, but the last take, you were trying to feel yourself extra, and you just looked like you were having convulsions. Like, normally it looks great. You're like, I know that looked weird, right? I'm like, no, it's great. This time, I don't think
The one that we did that at night?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah, there was a
great.
couple-
But the
Go ahead.
the best was when you were doing the background for that song you guys were just talking about. It's 3 in the
Oh, yeah.
You got
When I
into
record, right?
Yeah.
you got into this
He, like-
whole finger.
I do it.
Like
does
your
that all the
R&B
time.
diva
But I do that
shit. It was
Yeah.
great. I
It's-
thought SWV
It's like
was
he's
in there.
drawing where the note
Yeah.
is
Yes,
supposed
it's
to
very-
be.
I feel like
and
I'm
it works.
directing my
Yeah.
opus and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like I'm a kid.
Yeah, you know what it reminded me of, and I don't mean this. Fuck, man.
Just say it now.
Remember in Beautiful Mind when he's got all the shit in his head and he has to draw it on the fucking window
Yeah.
to
My
get
guy's-
it out?
You saying
Yeah.
my guy's a little slow?
Yeah, I'm not saying that at all.
He said, yeah, I'm fucking not saying that.
Hi.
No, every time I record, I do that, and it's exactly what he said.
Yes,
It's,
I know,
it's like I'm
but it was
trying to draw
hilarious
the-
because the way
Yeah,
you were
but
singing it.
shut the fuck up. He's trying to tell the people that don't know now.
I know you're a genius and I'm an idiot. Okay.
There you go.
Well,
That's all it is, though. Is I'm trying to
got
draw out the.
awkward. Don't
yeah,
ever
dude.
compliment the guest that much again.
I try to. I'm done. Oh!
Uncomfortable silence.
Live in it.
It's my life.
Enjoy it.
Percolate.
Let's see if we can hear our children on fire in the bonfire outside.
You wanted s'mores, right?
Because all the girls are drinking wine, so our kids are done.
Yeah, my son doesn't understand the concept of fire because he's like very.
Oh
secluded
no,
and
your
sheltered
son
by his
doesn't
mom.
understand the concept of don't. Because he was fine, and then when I was like, "Don't touch that," he goes. I was like, "All right, you're gonna burn yourself." He's like, "Not hot." I was like, "Okay."
I'm
shit."
all about it. Remember that?
You're like, burn yourself. Then you got to learn.
you know, there's one time he judged me as a parent. Right?
Really?
One time.
What, over here?
Yeah, they had a birthday
I didn't
party.
judge you. I attacked you. I
Yeah,
verbally assaulted you.
All
right.
Immediately it was just like, yo, man. All right. Context.
that didn't happen.
Context.
Yes. And it
They had
wasn't
a
that bad
big
word.
Birthday
Exaggerating.
party, and it had all these crazy kids here going maniac mode on a big ass water slide
Yeah,
and shit
big
like
blow
that.
up slide. And then we got the pool too.
And my son, at the time's like 3 years old. He walks in the back thing, and I so everyone sit down here. I'm gonna get you cake and pizza. I walked in the house.
And what happened? I saved your son's life.
There he goes. And my son walks up to the pool and just jumps in the deep end. My son don't swim. He's never swam.
He did not jump in. He walked in and slipped into the pool.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah. And it was like a head first slip.
Oh, either way, whether he
No, I'm
jumped.
going to make sure that you realize how much of an asshole you
No,
were.
well, here in context, whether
So
he
I'm
ju-
inside.
whether he jumped in,
I feel like
or
I'm on Judge
slipped-
Judy.
Whether he jumped in or slipped in, my reaction was the same. When I came out there, I was like, "What did I tell you? Do not get next to the pool."
Yeah,
and
this
he
was
immediately-
as I pick him up out of the water because nobody else noticed it. I run over, grab him, lift him up. I'm like, "Are you okay?" Here comes Ryan. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, bro, if you need to lecture him, I get it. Give him 5 minutes. He
To
just
like
saw.
maybe get conscious
You
and
know?
get the water out of his fucking
Exactly.
lungs.
You guys
Poor
kiss
kid.
my ass. He needed to be pulled out the pool and be like, "Look, you almost died now. Come inside."
Get it?
Yeah,
I'll
it's-
beat your ass.
let-
no, plain and simple.
Let
No.
him get conscious back in his life.
No. I'm gonna go
He's
back
not
to what I
water.
was doing. He was told not to go next to the pool. He
How was
fell
the
in
rest of the
pool.
party? How did the cake and the pizza go over?
Hey man, there's kids out there about to
Kev's
break
like,
their
you know,
neck.
we don't need to advertise that he's an asshole dad. Let's
People
switch
can
the
say what they
subject.
want about my parenting.
It's bad enough we live in Florida.
People
No
can
shit.
say what they want about
Nobody
my
say
parenting.
anything. We're talking
But
shit.
when they were sliding down that slide, they were like going to kill themselves. And that was like 10 feet up in the air, 12 feet up in the air. These
They
kids
would have been
were
okay. They
collapsing.
just wouldn't have walked right for a while.
The other kids, I'm
couple
talking
of them, yeah, the couple of them might have had a little limp.
my kids
for,
ain't doing it, and that's why I say, like, it sounds bad. Like, I don't want my kid to drown, but if he
Really?
if he walks over by the pool, falls in that motherfucker, I'll slap the shit out of his ass. I told you not to walk over there. Plain and simple.
That's it.
He can regain conscious while he's getting his ass whipped.
That'll
and
help
simple.
him get conscious.
Exactly.
That's
Kiss my
it.
whole ass. Guess what? He'll never go next to the pool again.
Or probably
That's it.
that's it.
Period.
Do anything wrong again after that.
Y'all want to buy
Telling
your
his
kids
therapist,
Nikes?
I
Y'all wanna
wasn't
buy your
even
kids
conscious.
Nikes? I'm gonna buy my kids Reeboks. Different choices.
Damn.
Reeboks, huh?
Reeboks?
Classics
Yeah,
at least.
Classics, yeah. Come
Okay,
on.
he's still gonna
feel
have
like
some
that-
swag. I feel
that
like that went
metaphor-
without saying.
That metaphor got out of hand. I apologize.
Real quick, I would never put my son in Reeboks.
Man, I know when I go over to my family's houses for like get-togethers, I know my grandmother and my mother, they all look at me and they're just like, "Oh, he's his father," because I'm an asshole. I don't negotiate with my kids. I don't.
Oh no, bro.
and
I'm the
we're
same way. I'm the
I
same
know.
way.
I just don't do that shit. I feel
Yeah,
I
like
just
don't
prefer
either.
to when I
you
beat
guys
my
just
kids, they
disagreed with
be.
that one moment.
Yeah, but
I
that
know,
was
that's
the
what it is.
only thing. It was just that one thing.
But that's how I am all
You're
around.
a great parent.
I just
You're
like
a
to
great
beat my
father.
kids when they're conscious. That's all. I like to beat them unconscious.
I want them to remember the
That's
ass
it.
whooping. Like, let them wake up a little bit
That's
first,
all.
then beat the dog
You
shit
good?
out.
You good? What
You good?
state are you
How many
in?
fingers?
All right,
2.
Cool.
Pow!
I watched my mother. My mother said to me, I was already grounded. I think it was like 4th of July weekend, and 4th of July happened to land on a Saturday. And I was grounded as fuck, and I was in all day Friday. And Saturday morning from 9 o'clock in the morning, my friends were ringing the bell. And my mom, we lived with my grandparents at the time. Usually they were my saving grace. I'd get grounded 5 minutes later. I go talk to my grandmother. I was off.
Right.
My grandparents happened to be in Mexico this weekend. So I was on lockdown. 9 o'clock in the morning, my buddies are
My bad. Go ahead.
Christmas come out. No, you can't. Finally,
Build the wall. That's what Target's thinking.
I'm out.
I've been
a
asking
5-layer burrito. Go ahead. See how it feels? It hurts, doesn't it? It hurts when they interrupt you.
feels like
it hurts.
feels like a Friday night.
Feels like a normal day.
Anyway, I asked my mom, can I go out? No, just leave me alone. So finally, in New York, summertime, it don't get dark till like 8 o'clock at night.
Somebody fact check that.
Liar.
Check it out.
Anyway, my buddies come one more time, and shout out to their resilience, or whatever word
Yep.
that is.
You got it.
Rebellion.
No, keep coming
Like Star
all day
Wars.
long.
You were right. Keep coming all day long.
They come
This guy does
shitload
his
of
style.
fireworks, and I guess I had left my mom alone for about 5 hours, and I looked at her, and she was like, "All right, go ahead, go." She was like, "Your ass better be back here by 11:30." It's like 8 o'clock now, and my buddy Johnny assures her that we're just going around the corner.
Stereotype.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There he is.
There he is.
Assures her we're just going around the corner
Never
to
had
bust
a
off
Jamal
these.
as a friend.
Yeah, not too
No
many.
Tyrones. Nope. A lot of Anthony's. A lot of
I'm going
Tonys.
to tell you a story about Brad in a minute. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. We had Brad and Jim.
That's fucking hilarious.
Well, he's young Jimmy.
Oh boy.
It's no longer Jimmy. It's Jim. Fuck
So-
you, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Assures my mom we're just going
Fuck
around the
you,
corner,
Jimmy.
just bust off these fireworks. I'll be back.
Clack, 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 clack.
Well, you know, boys will be boys. We shoot them
Absolutely.
off, and a couple of other friends come over from the avenue, and they got a whole sheet of
Armada.
firecrackers and
Black
sheets. They're huge. They're like a half a mile long.
Right.
Not really that long, but
Yeah,
something like
exaggeration.
that.
Get it.
So I lose time, and finally I realize it's like 3, 4 in the morning, and I better get home.
How old were you?
11,
All right, go ahead.
Old
Maybe-
enough to
maybe
know
10.
better, young enough to not give a fuck.
maybe 10. My grandfather was alive, so
Yeah.
I was 10.
There you go.
I come around the corner, and I watch my mom could have won an Oscar just from the emotional roller coaster that went on in a matter of milliseconds. I turn the corner. I see her in the driveway. She sees me in an instant relief that I'm not dead somewhere. You know, the stereotypical, oh, you're not dead.
Right.
I get closer and I'm like, oh, all right, cool. She's happy. I get closer and all of a sudden, number one, I didn't know the wiffle ball bat in her left hand.
Didn't notice that.
You know, back in the day, we used to modify the wiffle ball bats, throw some electrical tape around them, throw some sand in it. So this was
a bat.
this was serious. I got too close and noticed the bat, and then I went down. I was like, oh fuck the bat. Why she got a bat? She's happy. And then I looked at her face and I realized she ain't happy no more. She's like really mad. And she grabbed me, bro, in one motion and I don't know how, it was like 38 steps from where we were to my house.
Picked your body
Before
up.
I knew we were in the house. And this
Nice.
woman, she beat the shit with the bat and her right hand. She was good enough to realize she was a righty, so she left the bat in her left hand, and she was two-piece with her fist, two-piece with the bat.
Yeah.
And I don't know what got me onto beating kids. This is where she was.
I'm totally for this. Keep going. I love this story. This is a great story, and I condone it. I condone it. Keep going.
And
I condone this too, because 10-year-olds, fuck 10-year-olds.
Yeah, you were conscious.
But what got me was the things that she was saying to me as she's beating, like,
probably really
two
good.
pieces, pop, pop, talk shit. Two-piece, pop, pop, motherfucking, da-da-da. Two-piece,
Did
pop.
she call you racial Italian slurs?
No. We don't do that. But it is, that's what I come from. So I get
like,
your
She's like, whop,
whop.
motherfuckers, whop,
Yeah.
that is motherfucker, whop, whop.
You know what, bro? I'm getting ready to not towards you, but how come that shit's okay? You know what I'm saying?
I explain to me why that. Explain to me what how that's a bad word. What is it?
WAP means working. It's really not.
What is it?
It means working without papers, meaning that when we came over here, the Guineas,
it's like Batman. It has two W's. It's like wham. Can you put that on the screen, please?
Let him live in it. Let him live in it.
we get
Cut out shark repellent. Put it next to
Robin, hand me the bat shark repellent. Anyway,
Go ahead.
well, apparently it goes back to the Brooklyn Bridge shit. They wanted Italians to help do the mason work on the Brooklyn Bridge or some shit in the city, and some of them weren't legal citizens, so they had to have special papers. Where's your papers?
And that's where the term came from.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a derogatory term.
Whatever.
I remember you wanted to fight that one guy at the bar.
No. It's not that I wanted to fight him. Number one, I wouldn't have fought him. A nice little. I would have never fought him.
He wanted to, though.
No.
I remember that's the first time I saw Cap turn up. He's like the guy who made the joke. He's like, yeah, what does a helicopter say? He's like
Instantly.
wah, wah, wah.
Whole posture change.
Yeah, he goes just like this. He's like, and we're all like, and we're laughing. Like, it's fine. This guy seems harmless. And keep in mind, he's like this big. And Cap goes just like this. He's like, hey, real quick, I could take you outside and beat the shit out of you if you say that. And I was like, oh, why is these wings were flowing?
I lived out my Christopher Walken moment. I always wanted to someone laugh and then turn into a dick, and it was phenomenal.
It was great.
It's not that I would never fight someone like that. Someone like that just gets a fucking slap right where he stands, and that's it.
Yeah.
Had it been you or JB, whatever, some fucking guy who I don't even know is coming to the table, and he's just gonna sniff out that I'm a guinea and then fucking say that shit. Nah, bro.
Is that a derogatory?
Yeah, but I don't know where that shit comes from, but whatever.
I think guinea pig.
I don't know, but why would I don't know.
We all have.
There's another one.
Google search it.
Dago. That's a derogatory.
I think that's towards Mexican people, though.
No, it's
Or Spanish people. Diego.
Italian. Not Diego.
No, he
Dago.
helps Dora.
That's a dog. It's a dog. Oh no, a dingo is a dog.
I don't like the places you guys have taken this show to.
I remember we were on a plane and we were like coming from like Europe or something back here, and Kenny Lopez says, he's like, that guy up there is Australian. He's like, a dingo ate my baby, and this guy.
Hey,
that's
that's
from
a real
Seinfeld.
fucking story. No, it's a real story.
No, he turned around. He's like, this guy's like, that's
just
not
not funny.
funny. That's not funny. That really happened. You should watch the tone. I think that's the Australian I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And like Emilio was like, oh, this is gonna be an uncomfortable 12-hour flight.
Oh
It was
man, that happened at
right
the
next
beginning
to
of the
Kenny.
flight.
It was
Shit.
right next to Kenny too. I was like, all right, good luck with that, buddy.
It's all on you, little Lopez.
Fuck, but yeah. So that's how it shit goes. Do white people get like upset if someone calls them like "fuck you, cracker"? Like,
No, because we rule the world, so we really don't give a shit about anything. Let's be honest
We
here.
run country rap. It's our culture.
We're white and we're males. I mean, we're good. Except,
No, but
I mean, until about
We are a
2
Tom
years
McDonald
ago.
song.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, unfortunately, I've been incarcerated, and I've seen the dynamics that happen with gangs and shit. So I have seen Aryans get called a cracker and get offended by it, but I think
Right.
that's just because they have to live up to something. But if
I mean, I don't know. You're white. Do you get mad if somebody calls you a cracker?
no, as a proud Italian, I get mad if you call me white.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't think he's white.
I don't think I'm white, and
I
I'm
thought
not
you-
gonna say it. I'm not gonna fucking say it.
I
I'm not
left
gonna
it
get.
alone this
I'm
time.
not gonna say
I
it.
thought you
all
were
right?
Puerto Rican at first.
Yeah. No.
I don't know
I
why
don't-
everybody says that because I don't see it.
No.
It's like a fucking honky to me.
Yeah. Well, you come off very honky-ish, but you look like a Puerto Rican person, I would think.
Is that why you didn't
It's
want to
the-
hang out with them at first?
No, I-
Puerto Rican or Mexican?
no, it's the potato.
No, if you were gonna pick one of those, he's leaning more Mexican than Puerto Rican.
Who, him?
Yeah,
No, because he's got the
you've never
perfect,
met a Mexican in your life.
I grew up in fucking Bartow and Lakeland. Yes, I have. There's like strawberry fields every 5 feet.
God, I knew the racism
No,
was
I'm
coming.
dead ass.
I
Bro.
know, man. I
Okay,
know.
that's gonna be racist. Okay, go.
It's 2019, 2020 now.
Mulberry.
Everything is
I grew
racist.
up in Mulberry, Lakeland, Florida. Go look at the predominant people that congregate in that general
right.
vicinity of life.
Why are we on race still?
I know it started out with me drowning my kid.
Yeah, let's
I
go
wanted
back
to-
to the kid beating.
Yeah, I want to drown my kid when I get home.
Whoa.
Anything else? What's coming up next after the Spirits album? Joyride?
Joyriding is my next solo album, which has been done for like 4 or 5 months, and I just keep getting it doner and doner and
Yeah.
doner, and it's gonna end up being 3 albums by the time I go to put it out.
And you've already, technically in 2 weekends from now, we'll be shooting videos for that one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to start shooting out because I want to get it to where
For
I wanna
Dusty
give-
Lee.
we're doing a video with Dusty Lee for the Spirits album. We got a song called "Bottle of Whiskey" with Dusty Lee and Simple Man. That's going on the Spirits album with me and West Nile. And then I have a song on my album called "No Breaks" with Juice Daly and Dusty Lee.
Right.
And then me and Dusty Lee have that video. We have that song. One day at a time that we're going to shoot the video
Yep.
for. So we're going to knock out 3 videos with Dusty Lee. Shout out Dusty Lee.
Yes, sir.
Dirt Rock. But Joyride, I'm going to try to prepare the videos and get them all in order. I'm hoping late April, early May, start pushing that and give Spirits a good run. You know what I mean? But
Right.
this year, I want to drop every quarter. I want to put out a new project. As you know, I've got a project with you coming after Joyride. Then I got a project with Gemstar. And
Yep.
then
One hopefully with a bunch of us.
Yes, the Dodge City compilation, which is a bunch of artists that I work with. A lot of people that don't know, Dodge City originally was like me, you, CP, a few of my close buddies. Gemstar.
Yep.
And we ended up doing the Racket County album back in 2015.
Yeah, welcome to Dodge City.
And we were tossing around names. I was like, what about Dodge City for the name? And that was like one of the picks for the name. And I already recorded a hook, Welcome to Dodge City. And it ended up getting picked to be on the album. And then Clay came up with Racket County, and we were all like, oh, that's the name.
Right.
Because we knew it was the name. But it ended up being that the album was called Welcome to Dodge City.
Right. You guys should do another Racket County album.
I know we. The problem is with the Racket County album. From my understanding, is Clay would like to. If we're going to do the album, we'd like to tour with it. And,
Gotcha.
Simple Man works
He's got a great job. It's hard for him to get
phenomenal
out there
job.
and tour. Yeah.
But he has also, Simple Man, I spoke to him recently. We brought the same subject up.
What's up, Dusty?
Him, not to be confused with the Lee. But Simple Man, Dusty, we were talking. He said he was down to do the touring.
Is he going to be out there when you guys shoot the video for Dusty Lee?
No, we're going to have him come down here. And he was at the Tampa game, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
no, I
You know
saw
what?
that.
Real quick. Time out.
He said,
This
just
is my
enough
this is
time.
my camera,
You
Mr.
got 1
DeVille.
minute. We're signing off.
Simple Man, you in Tampa in our backyard, and I got to see that you're
Nothing.
That's
on Facebook.
That sounded like a racial slur.
Okay. Well, take it how you want.
And on that note, go fuck yourself, racism.
Straight up.
Well, let's not jump to that.